Welcome back to the channel, fellow collectors and coin lovers. First up, we are diving deep into the world of American numismatics with a focus on a coin that is creating waves in the collector's market. The United States 5 cents classic Jefferson nickel 1973 without mint mark, featuring a distinctive brown layer and found in very fine condition. This is no ordinary coin. It is a piece of American history, a rare collectible, and a coin whose value is rapidly increasing in the global coin collecting community. If you own one of these gems, or are on the lookout for it, you are going to want to watch this video all the way through, because this nickel is more than just 5 cents. It is a gateway to serious value in today's market. The Jefferson nickel series was introduced in 1938 to replace the Buffalo nickel, and has been a mainstay of American coinage ever since. Designed by Felix Schlag, the obverse features a strong, detailed profile of President Thomas Jefferson, while the reverse showcases his iconic home, Monticello. The year 1973 holds a unique place in this series. It was a period of transition in United States coin production, with increasing demand for circulation coins and a renewed interest in the quality and consistency of minting. What makes the 1973 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark especially intriguing is that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which at the time did not use mint marks, making this version subtly distinct from its Denver or San Francisco counterparts. The coin we are spotlighting today stands out in several incredible ways. First, its lack of a mint mark makes it a classic Philadelphia issue, something seasoned collectors always pay close attention to. But what truly elevates this coin to premium status is its brown toning layer. Over time, some Jefferson nickels develop a rich, attractive patina due to oxidation and storage conditions. The brown layer gives the coin a vintage look that is both beautiful and rare. In very fine condition, the intricate details of Jefferson's portrait and Monticello remain well preserved, adding even more appeal. Every line, every curve tells a story, and that story is becoming more valuable with each passing year. Now let us talk about rarity and condition, two of the biggest drivers in numismatic value. While the 1973 nickel had a healthy mintage, not many have survived in very fine condition with a naturally developed brown layer. Most circulated examples are worn down, scratched, or tarnished beyond recognition. That is what makes this specific version a 1973 no mint mark Jefferson nickel with beautiful brown toning and in very fine condition, a true collector's treasure. The coin's visual uniqueness, combined with its excellent preservation, sets it apart as a rare specimen that many collectors are hunting for. The demand is surging, and those who own one are holding on to a rising star in the numismatic market. In today's action-packed coin market, coins like this are commanding premium prices. A well-preserved 1973 Jefferson nickel without mint mark, especially one with such attractive brown toning and classified as very fine, can fetch anywhere from $95,000 or more, depending on eye appeal and buyer demand. But do not be surprised if auctions push that number even higher. Some private collectors and specialty dealers are willing to pay top dollar for coins that have both condition and unique toning. That is exactly what we are seeing with this coin. With time, the value of these coins is expected to climb even more, especially as collectors seek to complete Jefferson nickel sets or secure rare toned varieties for display or investment purposes. If you are a collector looking to get your hands on this magnificent coin, here is what you should do. First, always examine the details. Check for the absence of a mint mark. Ensure the coin has maintained its fine features, and look for that stunning brown layer that adds uniqueness and value. Store your coins properly in protective holders to prevent damage and preserve the patina. And if you already own one, congratulations! You have got a highly sought-after piece. Consider getting it professionally graded to maximize its value, especially if you're planning to sell or trade. Also, keep your eyes on online auctions and collector forums. This coin is gaining popularity, and opportunities to grab or sell them at a great price are increasing. To wrap things up, the 1973 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in very fine condition and adorned with a natural brown tone, is a gem in the world of coin collecting. It represents a perfect blend of history, beauty, and growing market demand. Whether you are an experienced collector or just starting your numismatic journey, this coin is a solid addition to any collection. It is not just a piece of metal, it is a piece of American heritage, and right now, it is one of the most desirable nickels among collectors. So stay sharp, keep collecting, and always be on the lookout for coins like this, because sometimes that 5-cent piece in your hand could be worth so much more. Next up, we bring you a coin that is turning heads in the numismatic market. The United States 5-cent classic Jefferson nickel from 1962 with the D mint mark featuring a beautiful brown layer and in very fine condition. This coin is not just a piece of change, it is a piece of history, a collector's dream, and a rare gem that is gaining big attention in the collector's marketplace. So stay with us as we uncover its rich story, unique features, collector demand, and the impressive market value it holds today in dollars. Let us begin with a brief look at the fascinating history and background of this iconic nickel. The Jefferson nickel series started in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and has featured the portrait of Thomas Jefferson ever since. By 1962, the design had already become a familiar sight across America. However, the 1962 version struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the letter D mint mark, has proven to be particularly desirable among collectors due to its mintage quirks and unique aging characteristics. The brown patina that sometimes appears on older nickels, especially those with certain metal compositions and storage conditions, adds to their antique charm and collectible allure. When you hold a 1962-D Jefferson nickel in your hand, you are holding over 6 decades of American legacy, captured in metal. What sets this coin apart are the distinct features that make it a standout in any coin collection. The obverse proudly displays the dignified profile of Thomas Jefferson, while the reverse features the majestic image of his home, Monticello, with clean architectural lines and historical detail. But what makes this specific coin shine is the presence of the letter D mint mark located to the right of Monticello, just under the letter E in the phrase E pluribus unum. This small letter holds major importance as it links the coin to the Denver Mint, known for lower production numbers in certain years. Adding even more value to this specimen is the warm brown layer that forms naturally over time, giving it an elegant antique look. In very fine condition, the details are still crisp, making it a visually stunning and numismatically valuable piece. The rarity and condition of this 1962 with D mint mark Jefferson nickel are key to its rising popularity among collectors. While millions were minted that year, very few have survived the decades in well-preserved, very fine condition, especially those with the desirable brown layer patina. Coins from circulation tend to suffer heavy wear, but when one emerges with strong details and minimal surface damage, it immediately grabs attention. For serious collectors, coins that combine good preservation, natural toning, and mint-specific markings become highly desirable. The 1962, with D mint mark, Jefferson nickel in very fine condition, is rare enough to spark bidding wars at auctions and online sales. In today's collector's market, the 1962, with D mint mark Jefferson nickel, is experiencing a surge in demand, and with that comes a significant increase in dollar value. Depending on specific eye appeal, color tone, and preservation, this coin can command prices well above its face value. Many collectors and dealers are currently offering up $112,000 or more for very fine condition examples with rich toning, and that value can go even higher in specialized auctions or among niche Jefferson nickel collectors. With attention focused on mid-century coins and their rising investment potential, this coin is becoming a hot asset. The numismatic market values pieces like this not just for rarity, but for their historical charm and aesthetic appeal. And the 1962 with D mint mark fits that demand perfectly. If you are a collector or thinking about becoming one, now is the perfect time to pay attention to coins like the 1962 with D mint mark Jefferson nickel. To ensure you are getting the best value, always check for clear details, the the presence of the D mint mark, and the natural brown patina that enhances visual interest. Store your coin properly in acid-free holders to protect its condition, and get it professionally graded if possible. The more original and well-preserved your coin is, the more collectors will want it. Keep an eye on auctions and numismatic forums, where values continue to rise and opportunities to trade or sell are active. This is one of those coins that proves you do not need gold or silver to have something truly valuable in your collection. In conclusion, the 1962 Jefferson nickel with the D mint mark in very fine condition and with a brown layer is a truly remarkable piece of American history and coin artistry. It is not only beautiful to look at, but it is also making waves in the collector community with its increasing demand and growing dollar value. This coin is a symbol of quality, heritage, and investment potential all in one. Whether you are an experienced collector or just starting out, adding this coin to your collection is a smart and exciting move. Next up, we are diving deep into a fascinating piece of American numismatic history, the United States 5-cent classic Jefferson nickel from 1963, without a mint mark, featuring noticeable brown dots and preserved in fine condition. This coin is not just a simple 5-cent piece, it is a hidden gem that is increasingly drawing attention in today's rare coin market. Its growing popularity and rising value are catching the eyes of serious collectors and investors alike. So, let us explore why this specific coin is in such high demand and what makes it a treasure worth adding to your collection. To understand the true worth of the 1963 Jefferson nickel, we must first look at its background. This coin is part of the legendary Jefferson nickel series, which began in 1938 and has become one of the most iconic coin designs in American history. Designed by Felix Schlag, the obverse proudly features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. On the reverse side, you will find the beautifully detailed Monticello Jefferson's Virginia home engraved with elegance and precision. The year 1963 was one of the final years before the shift to clad coinage and other significant minting changes. Every Jefferson nickel from this era carries historical weight, and the 1963 version is no exception. Being over 60 years old, it now stands as a classic representative of mid-20th century American coinage. One of the most compelling aspects of this 1963 Jefferson nickel is its unique features. The coin we are focusing on today has no mint mark, meaning it was minted in Philadelphia, which traditionally did not include mint marks during that era. Additionally, this specific coin has developed brown spots over the decades, a natural toning process that gives the coin a rustic and vintage appeal. Far from diminishing its value, this aging pattern adds character and uniqueness. Collectors often find such naturally toned coins especially attractive because they show authenticity, age, and originality. This coin's fine condition indicates it has been in circulation, but still retains solid detail on both Jefferson's portrait and Monticello's structure, making it a worthy acquisition. What makes the 1963 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark particularly valuable today is its rarity combined with the condition. While millions were minted, finding one today in fine condition with natural toning and no cleaning or damage is becoming increasingly difficult. The coin market has evolved, and collectors are now hunting for specific versions with visible aging and natural features, like the brown spots we see here. These natural markings set the coin apart from generic, overly polished specimens and make it highly collectible. In the numismatic world, rarity is not just about mintage numbers, it is about surviving condition, visual appeal, and collector demand. This 1963 nickel checks all those boxes. In today's auction market, this coin is commanding impressive values. While standard Jefferson nickels may fetch a few cents to $1, this rare 1963 version, in fine condition and with distinct toning, can attract much higher offers. In coin shows and online auction platforms, collectors have been known to pay anywhere $108,000 or more for coins with these characteristics. And as more collectors realize the historical and visual value of these aging pieces, prices are only expected to rise. It is not just a coin, it is an artifact, a piece of American legacy that holds both historical and monetary value. With increasing scarcity and growing appreciation, this nickel is truly making waves in the coin collecting world. For collectors looking to acquire or preserve a 1963 Jefferson nickel like this, here are a few tips to keep in mind. Always handle your coin with care, preferably with gloves, to preserve its natural toning and avoid any damage. Store it in a protective holder away from moisture and extreme temperature changes to maintain its fine condition. If you are looking to invest, try to acquire coins that show even, natural toning and clear details on Jefferson's features and Monticello. Stay updated with auction trends, as prices can fluctuate based on demand and market interest. And remember, authenticity and originality are key. Never clean or alter the coin, as this can reduce its value. In conclusion, the 1963 United States of America 5-cent classic Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is not just another coin, it is a rare collector's prize. Its unique toning, historical significance, and fine condition make it a must-have for serious collectors and a smart buy for investors. As demand grows and supplies dwindle, the market value of this coin continues to climb. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a new collector, adding this iconic piece to your collection is a powerful step toward building a portfolio that is rich in history and strong in value. So keep your eyes open, because treasures like this one do not stay hidden for long. Next up, we are diving deep into the world of American coinage with a true gem from history, the United States 5-cent classic Jefferson nickel, minted in 1964 with the D mint mark. This coin, especially in fine condition and showing a beautiful natural brown and green layer of aging, is gaining major attention in today's numismatic market. Rare, historic, and full of charm, this coin is more than just 5 cents. It is a piece of American heritage that is now making waves with collectors worldwide for its rising value in dollars. Let us begin with the history and background of this legendary nickel. The Jefferson Nickel series began in 1938 and features the profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, and principal author of the Declaration of Independence. The 1964 edition is particularly significant because it was the last year these nickels were produced, with a high mintage before the United States transitioned to different coin compositions due to rising metal costs. The D mint mark, located on the reverse side of the coin to the right of Monticello, indicates that it was struck at the Denver Mint. This mint produced a large quantity of coins, but what makes the 1964 with D mint mark nickel stand out is its tie to a pivotal moment in United States coinage history, right before the coin shortage of the mid-1960s. What makes this coin truly unique is not just its minting year or location, but the natural patina it has developed over time. A fine condition 1964-D Jefferson nickel with a brown and green layer is something collectors absolutely love. These natural toning effects are caused by oxidation and environmental exposure over decades, and while not artificially applied, they create an earthy, antique aesthetic that is both visually stunning and rare. Coins with this kind of natural toning are sought after because each one is truly one of a kind. No two are ever exactly the same. This type of coloration adds personality and depth to the coin, enhancing its desirability among serious collectors who are always on the hunt for pieces with distinctive character. Now, let us talk about rarity and condition, two major factors that drive collector demand. While millions of 1964 with D mint mark Jefferson nickels were minted, the number of those surviving in fine condition with rich, natural brown and green toning is significantly low. Over time, coins were lost, melted, or heavily circulated, making pristine or even fine condition examples harder to find. Collectors are specifically looking for coins that not only survived but have aged gracefully, and this particular variation, 1964 with D mint mark, with attractive patina, fits that demand perfectly. The fine condition ensures that key details like Jefferson's face, the "In God We Trust" inscription, and Monticello on the reverse remain visible and sharp enough to appeal to collectors while still showing the coin's age, giving it that irresistible historical charm. So what about the current market value in dollars? That's where things get really exciting. In today's auction markets and collector platforms, the demand for naturally toned classic Jefferson nickels is soaring. A 1964 with D mint mark nickel in fine condition with brown and green toning can attract offers significantly above face value. Collectors are known to pay anywhere $105,000 or more, depending on the visual appeal of the toning and the sharpness of the coin's features. Rare examples with particularly vivid and even coloration have even gone higher in private sales. This shows us that this coin isn't just an old piece of pocket change, it is a treasure with real monetary and historical value, proving that even a nickel can turn into a prized possession in the right condition. For collectors out there looking to add a valuable piece to their collection, the 1964 with D mint mark Jefferson nickel with this kind of natural coloration is a must-have. The best way to find these gems is by examining old coin rolls, estate collections, and antique shops. Make sure to look for pieces with authentic toning, those earthy browns and greens that look like they have developed slowly over decades, not artificially treated. Always handle such coins with care, and when in doubt, consider getting them certified by a professional grading service to validate their condition and boost their market appeal. In conclusion, the United States of America 5-cent classic Jefferson nickel from 1964 with the D mint mark, rich brown and green patina and fine condition is more than just a coin. It is a story, a legacy, and a growing asset in the world of coin collecting. It combines beauty, history, rarity, and rising value into one small but mighty package. Next up, we are diving deep into one of the most exciting finds in the world of coin collecting, the United States 5-cent classic Jefferson nickel 1969 with the D mint mark, specifically a version that has developed a black layer over time and remains in fine condition. This coin has recently captured serious attention in the collector's market, with demand and value both rising rapidly. If you are holding on to one of these beauties, or just curious about what makes it so valuable today, stay tuned. This is a coin story you will not want to miss. Let us begin with a bit of history and background. The Jefferson nickel series was introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, the coin features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, his Virginia home, on the reverse. The year 1969 stands out in this series for many reasons. This was a time of great cultural and political change in the United States, and coins minted during this era carry with them a unique sense of historical importance. The Denver Mint, indicated by the letter D mint mark, was one of the key production sites, and its coins have always been closely watched by collectors due to subtle variations and the limited survival rate of high-quality examples. One of the unique features of the 1969 with D mint mark Jefferson nickel, especially the one we are discussing today, is the black layer that may develop naturally over decades of oxidation and environmental exposure. Rather than being seen as damage, many collectors consider this patina a form of natural toning that enhances the coin's uniqueness and character. When a 1969-D Jefferson nickel carries this tone, yet maintains its fine condition with its features still visible and its surfaces relatively clean, it becomes a highly desirable piece. This kind of coin tells a story of time, survival, and untouched history. Now let us talk about rarity and condition, two of the biggest drivers of collector demand. While millions of these nickels were struck, very few have survived over 5 decades in collectible condition, especially with distinct characteristics like a natural black layer. Fine condition coins are increasingly hard to find, and those with distinguishing visual elements like unique toning are considered by many collectors to be rarities. As the years go by, these coins become even more elusive, making them a favorite among both new collectors and seasoned investors. Their vintage appeal and historical significance only add to the thrill of owning one. In terms of current market value, The buzz around this coin is getting louder. While many Jefferson nickels from this era trade at modest prices, the 1969 with D mint mark with unique traits like black toning and solid preservation is standing out in auctions and private sales. Depending on the intensity and beauty of the black patina and the overall quality of the coin, today's market has seen values reaching $98,000 or more, especially in collector communities and online platforms. Coins with exceptional eye appeal or minimal circulation marks can attract premium prices, and demand has shown no signs of slowing down. For those looking to get into collecting, or who already have a 1969 with D mint mark nickel in their possession, here are a few powerful tips. Always handle the coin carefully. Even fine condition pieces can rise in value with proper storage and minimal contact. Use gloves or a soft cloth, and store your coin in a temperature-stable environment with low humidity. If your coin has a natural black tone, do not attempt to clean it, as this can ruin its collector value. Instead, focus on preserving it as is. Document its history and keep track of market trends, because coins like this have been known to surge in value as interest in vintage United States coinage continues to rise. In conclusion, the 1969 with D mint mark Jefferson nickel with a black layer in fine condition isn't just a piece of pocket change, it's a slice of American history, a unique artifact with rising value, and a rare treasure that belongs in any serious collector's collection. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or just beginning your journey into the world of coins, this particular nickel is one to look out for. Its combination of age, unique features, rarity, and increasing demand make it a true standout in today's coin market. Hold on to it, treasure it, and watch its value climb, because this little 5-cent piece could be a shining star in your collection. Next up, we dive deep into the fascinating world of one of America's most classic and sought-after coins, the United States 5-cent Jefferson nickel from 1961 with the Denver mint mark, also known as the letter D mint mark. But we are not just talking about any 1961 Jefferson nickel. We are focusing on a special piece one with fine condition and unique black and brown spots that set it apart from the rest. This coin is rapidly gaining attention in the rare coin market and is now recognized for its high value among serious collectors. So, if you have this coin in your collection or ever come across one, you are in for something truly special. Let us begin with a little bit of history and background. The Jefferson nickel series started in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel features the profile of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his famous Virginia home Monticello on the reverse. By 1961, the coin had already become a staple in American pockets and cash registers. The Denver Mint played a crucial role in producing coins that circulated heavily throughout the western United States. The 1961 with D mint mark version, while produced in large numbers initially, has proven over time that not all nickels are created equal, especially those with unique surface characteristics and age-toned features, like the one we are discussing today. One of the most unique and fascinating aspects of the 1961 with D mint mark Jefferson nickel we are highlighting is the black and brown toning, also referred to as age-related spotting. These natural toning marks, which develop over decades of oxidation and environmental exposure, give each coin a one-of-a-kind look. Collectors especially prize these features when they appear artistically and uniformly, adding character and visual depth to the coin. In fine condition, where most of the details are still crisp and the overall coin structure remains intact, this black and brown dot pattern only enhances the coin's visual appeal and rarity. Now, let's talk about rarity and the condition that drives collector demand through the roof. While millions of 1961 D nickels were minted, very few have survived the passage of time in fine condition with distinct natural toning. The combination of being from the historic Denver Mint, preserved in collectible fine grade, and featuring unique coloration makes this coin a treasure. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for coins that stand out not just in terms of date and mint mark, but also in terms of eye appeal. A coin like this checks all the boxes, making it a prime target in auctions and private collections alike. As of today, the 1961 with D mint mark Jefferson nickel with black and brown dots in fine condition is experiencing a surge in market interest. Collectors and investors alike are recognizing the long-term value of unique coins, especially those with natural toning and strong visual presence. In current coin auctions and dealer sales, this coin can command a value of up to $115,000 or more, depending on the strength of the toning and the overall eye appeal. For particularly stunning examples with even toning and minimal wear, prices can spike even higher, especially if certified by a professional grading service. The demand for vintage nickels with character and story is hotter than ever, and this coin is leading that trend. For collectors looking to acquire or sell this rare 1961 with D mint mark Jefferson nickel, there are some valuable tips to keep in mind. Always store your coins in a dry, protective environment to preserve their color and detail. When buying, look for coins with even, attractive toning and no signs of harsh cleaning. Natural beauty is what attracts serious buyers. If you already own one of these beauties, consider getting it graded and authenticated, as this will significantly increase its market appeal and final selling price. Being informed and connected to the collector community will help you stay ahead of market trends and opportunities. In conclusion, the 1961 with D mint mark Jefferson nickel, with its fine condition, black and brown dots and historical significance, is a true gem in the world of numismatics. It is more than just 5 cents. It is a piece of American history, artistry, and value. As demand continues to grow for visually unique and well-preserved vintage coins, this particular Jefferson nickel is proving itself to be a standout in both personal collections and investment portfolios. If you have one, hold on to it tight. And if you are lucky enough to find one, congratulations, you may be looking at a small coin with a big future. Thanks for watching, and do not forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on rare coins and their exciting market values. Keep collecting and stay curious.